Hello everyone, VTRG here. I just checked to make sure my mic was on. It wasn't very good. See, man, this is an interesting video, but let me tell you, I just spent half an hour on this video. I looked down and saw that my mic was muted. So I'm double checking now to make sure my mic is fine. Anyway, this is a video that Joe sent me. It's an interesting video. 3v3 versus Insane Co-op. Joe, right here. Protoss. Johnny Jumps. Darren. Justice. The Justice Brothers. Anyway, the Justice Brothers is a Zerg, okay, against the three big bad boys of the AI land. Player 4, player 5, player 6. Doesn't always seem to be that way. They got to be the best AI players there are because they always put them up against the humans. 4, 5, and 6. They're all Protoss. I know that was awful. We're going to go at 2 speed for a little while. So, fairly long game. So, on we go. Joe sends his guys to 12 seconds in. Johnny Johns leaves the game. My word. 16 seconds in, Justice leaves the game. What? He sent his SCVs to the line, built one, rally pointed it to the thing. Justice sent his drones to the line, did not make one, and sent no rally point. Nice guys, these guys. Well, let's put it on Joe's view, since he's the only one playing. Now, if I were Joe, I'd be a little ticked. Guys, come on. They want me to win every goddamn game for them. I would have quit myself, but I'm not Joe. Joe says, okay. He sent theirs to the rally point, and check them. He gets his going. He has them start building a refinery. He gets some Zerglings going. I mean, not Zerglings, but some drones going for the Zerg. Try to maximize their thing, and he's going to go down and do a cannon rush on the center lane. Now, this could get a little tricky. He's trying to control 3 bases and do a cannon rush at the same time, and he's got to make sure he cancels the aggro, otherwise they will not leave. The idea of this aggro is he puts one up there, and he puts pylon down there. They'll go after all of them, but when he cancels the one at top, they all go back. Now, Joe already he's already got his forge up here, and with the extra minerals, because he's already got 1,000, he can go right into cannon production. That's the one good thing he can do. I mean, because he got extra guys mining. So right into cannon production he goes. One right there. Gets his guy out of the way, cancels that, they went back. 4 more cannons, 5. Up here on the line, puts an aggravator up there. One of the cannons comes up, and guess what? The drones say, oh, we don't want nothing to do with this. The probes don't want nothing to do with that. They go back up, try to mine. Joe Cannon's up there. Now, you might wonder, okay, Joe's got a forge. What's he going to update? You see it's updating something. The idea what Joe wants to do is he wants to go airborne. So all he's going to do in the forge is update the shields. He's going to get them up to 3 as quick as he can, so you got maximum shields. He's going to do nothing with offensive land units. Nothing. But these shields count for all the units. Okay? So back to the game. That slow little interlude. Now he's going to set out somebody to mark the, to go to the towers to watch the center lane, and this map is very narrow gap that everybody goes through. So he's got that one being watched by one of his, and he sends a drone from Zerg to watch the other one. So you can see if anything comes through the center on the mini-map. The mini-map is very important in any game, but especially in versus AI games, because you want to see when they're coming through so you know when to attack their base. Now this cannon rush took care of this purple center guy, player number 4. Wiped him right out. And there's a reason you want to get that done quickly. You'll see in a minute. Matter of fact, you'll see it very shortly. As you can see, yellow is just starting to peek in the door. That's yellow. Okay, now keep a close eye on Joe's cannons here. There's Joe's probe. He sends up some more cannons. Once those cannons start attacking that base again, in they come. They back out. You watch them, they're doing a dance here till the other one comes with some units. Orange is coming around, see that? Yellow's got his group up here, right? Watch what happens when they merge. Orange goes in and tests the waters. And he's not going to back out. So in comes yellow. And it don't take him long to destroy every cannon Joe has. But that bought Joe some time while they're goofing around with his cannons. Because now, he already has 2 Void Rays up. Now Void Rays go faster than carriers, which is he's eventually working toward. You notice he put down, he's got 1 cybernetics core. He's going to put down another one so he can update them quickly. He's already got his number 1 on his plasma. Once he gets the Twilight Council, he can go to 2, which he'll put up shortly. Back to Joe's view. So they take out Joe's cannons. He saw that happen. He's got another Void Ray coming. He's got 3. And he's got his probe and a drone watching the center lane. And here they come through the center lane. Now what Joe has to do is take now 5 Void Rays and come in and attack this nexus. When he does that, these troops come back. And you can see them coming back. He knows roughly how long it's going to take him to get down there. Once he destroys the nexus and the probe, he doesn't know where they're at. But because he destroyed the nexus, they don't think there's anything to save, so they're going to go off on the battle. So he's going to take his Void Rays and attack inside the town. And that gives them a reason to come back. And take out as much of this as he can. And once he starts getting attacked by the enemy, he's going to get the heck out of dodge. Sees him coming, gets him out of dodge. Bye-bye. They got a couple shots on him, but they don't think they hit anything. Oh, it's on the woods that were following. So now you see Orange's army's here, Yellow's army's here, and he's got them going back and forth with this base. While he builds up even more, he's got his 2nd Cybernetics Core up, he's got his Twilight Council up, right there. Now he's going to come back in, take on more base and gets Yellow and Orange. Now their armies are together, sort of. No, Orange is still separate. He hallucinated a lot of the stalkers. Joe's vision tells him, oh well. Comes in and takes out these guys here because they can wreck things real fast. It's not airborne. Yellow's keeping his soldiers down here for a while. I mean, orange is. Yellow comes in and pushes them away from this nexus. In the meantime, Yellow's still building. Joe's got his void rays out here. And here comes his first carriers. So Joe comes over with his void rays and takes out this nexus again. Which gets Yellow to come back. Orange is still here. And he decides to take out the stalkers that he can get out. Attacking the base. So guess what? Yellow and Orange's armies, which are now combined, are coming back. And notice how Orange splits and Yellow stays on the outside until Orange goes in. Then Yellow either goes in or goes away. But I figure Orange has got that army based up. So they stay. Yellow goes on to attack. There's 6 getting revealed. And this is where Joe says, okay, we're going to take out everything that shoots up. Everything that can shoot up is going to get taken out right now. And once that happens, everything that can shoot up is gone for Orange. If you look at Orange's resources, he's got 38. Can't rebuild his nexus. Can't build nothing. Anything. Once the AI gets to that point, well, they all get is ground troops. They can't shoot up anyway. Joe comes in, and no matter how much he wrecks this place up, Orange is on a beeline for his base. Yellow's going to come back and defend because he's got a unit to shoot up. Orange is going to come there and go right after his second. And Joe fights these guys a little bit and then gets out of the way and realizes that he's getting attacked and now he has to come back and defend or get wiped out. Don't take those boys even at 0-0 long to take care of a nexus. Here comes Joe back with a couple of carriers. Decided to send the rest of them. More troops there than he thought. They're relentless. They're not going to go after anything. They're going to go after that nexus. They went after a starport to make room. And giving Yellow a chance to come down and attack. Because Joe's not countering, drawing him down there. So Yellow's free reign. Out go the Terran. Now Joe's forced into battle with his army because they're going to stand that nexus and kill it. Joe comes over here to fight him. Void rays and carriers. They send the zealots that can't shoot up anyway. They take out the nexus of the zealots. While Joe's distracted. Bye-bye nexus. Now Joe has already built the nexus in here, so he's not getting... what's the word I'm looking for? Revealed, that's correct. So he's free to fight these guys off. They're all cannon guys, they all shoot small. Joe sees the zealots take off, but he ignores them the rest of the way and cuts across the center, which puts him in the opening, in the open. The drone's still sitting there, just as his drone. In the meantime, Joe starts production on more carriers. 2 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there, making 4. Going to rally point him right to that point like he was before. Comes in with this Air Force. He takes out everything, can shoot up, then jumps up over the hill to give himself a little break. Takes out this nexus. And off into the island. Take care of that next. But Yellow's got enough flying troops, now they can follow him. Because the Void Rays having such an effect on his military. Instead of taking the next out right now, Joe decides to bug out. He's got some weak carriers. All three of them are weak. Void Rays aren't too bad. That carrier is down to 6 hit points. Meantime, he's got his other military up going over here, 3 carriers. He's going to come in and attack this base. You see where Yellow's starting to go. They're building up another army, trying to settle up here together. And he just dropped a bunch on his island. That's when, just after Joe bugged out, they picked him up again. Get them all back to the mainland. And off they are on the attack, except for Joe. Now attacking Orange's base with nothing left. Then he's going to fly out and attack this Nexus. But he's here just a tick late. Or not this round. It takes out the refineries, the Nexus, and a bunch more probes. Meantime, Yellow's army is working its way back. It gets to a point where they say it's just a refinery and a pylon. Chances are that thing's gone, but they do coming back and forth. They put that Nexus right back up. Well, the reason he can do that, he's been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases for a long time. His resources are through the roof, 16,000. 14,000 gas. How do you take that on? Ooh. Joe's military, consisting of carriers, is at 333. That's why the double cybernetics cores to get them back up faster. Got the shields all the way up to 3. On with Joe's view. And notice as Joe goes along, he's parking probes, or not probes, observers at bases they would likely take back again. So Joe will know if they come back. By the time he's done, he's got one in almost every one of them. On to Joe's view. He's already got the observer there. Another carrier's on the way. He sends them to him pretty much the same way I do. Send them to the spot that there's nothing and then have them come up there with a shift key. And he's blowing this base up. There's Yellow's army on the march back again. Joe blew enough up that they can't save nothing. Off they go. This time it takes a tick too long. Or no, the next time. They come back to the middle. And back the other way again. Looks like they're lost. They don't know what they're doing. So Joe's got his carriers on this side. He's got some carriers on that side, the weak ones. A couple of Void Rays with them. Sees the enemy attack Zerg. He gets over here a little bit late to save Zerg. Now it's down to just Joe. And now 3 expansions. Well, 2 expansions. One is regular Expo. Regular Expo's mined out. And Joe's holding 3,500 minerals because he can't spend them that fast to fight at the same time. Brings the carriers in. Well, guess what happens? Yellow brings his military back. Takes out the pylon and definitely shrinks his amount he can put up. So Joe got pushed off the back again. But relentless as he is, he's got another 5 carriers here ready to go. And that's an observer. Still building more. His food is 152, 192 right now. 2 more carriers just come out. 4 more carriers just come out. 5, excuse me, more carriers come out. When they come out, he right clicks them so they automatically fill up with their favorite little fighting unit there. These, what do they call them? Carrier requirements. Building scepter. Cool. Joe comes in with his army on this thing again. Five sitting here waiting for orders. Got no assimilator now. And here comes Joe back. They leave, he comes back. I mean, they go very far, but they ain't got many things that'll shoot up now. Got him separated from the rest of the crowd. So he holds up in the corner and he takes this next out with the other ones he made. Gotta watch the mini-map a lot when Joe's playing. He's very active. If I can keep it on his view, it'd be great, but I can't. Here's what he's looking at. Got attacked while he was looking at something else. He decides to fight him off this time. And he gets it down so they ain't got nobody that shoots up. But he got enough minerals to keep building. Whereas the other team didn't, so he gave up. And there goes his Nexus, another Nexus up.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Joey methodically wipes them out. Cannons and all. So he got that observer down here on top of this thing, sitting right there. He knows the Nexus is there. Wipes out Yellow's infrastructure on his main island. What he was using to build is gone. He's got 31,000 minerals and 24,000 gas and can't spend anything. Sending his drones down. Fill this thing up. The drones drive just in time to get killed. So it might be a suicide mission they were on. Mainlings, we know they exist. Suicide missions. They shot that probe out before he could make the Nexus. And now it's not being revealed yet because he's got another Nexus going on. So keeps his force split up a little bit. Attacks this thing down here. Comes in, attacks the top base. Yellow doesn't really have any forces but ground forces. Ground attack forces. Player 5 knows what's going on. Now, I don't understand that. He's got 31,000 minerals, and usually the Insanes don't give up that easily. But I think what it is, he doesn't got, oh, he's got 15 probes still. And 2 zealots. I guess he just sees the inevitable. He doesn't have a, he's got this Nexus that's about to go down. These drones aren't doing nothing. These probes aren't doing nothing because there's nothing to do up there. Well, there is minerals, but when you're getting attacked, it's like anybody else. On with the game. Joe says, okay, I might surrender you, but I'm going to wipe out every troop you got. So he's lost all his bases but this one. Joe's coming over here to take care of that. He's got carriers here, carrier there. Sticking one on it. And make sure the probes don't get away with the other ones on the other side. Now they move in and take care of small Yankee troops. And they help wipe them out. So player 5 has no more forces. Player 4 is the only one left. He says, good game as soon as Bill gets him, but Joe says, hell with you, I'm taking you out. And just like I said, he marked observers at every base possible. except for this one. But I think because he had 2 here, he meant someone up there, and it didn't show up for duty. Fire that probe. Fire him, I tell you. He parked a Zergling over this base. Anyway, well done, Joe. 1v3. Insane AIs, and you are the victor. Click the like button, leave comments. This is VT Archer over and out. Thanks for watching.